Hey everyone, day 2 Dryden, recording here again for Nikachu MTG. We're playing Burn in Modern, we're here in round 5, and if this is the kind of thing you're interested in, maybe you want to make your opponent go from 20 to 0 as fast as possible, learn the ins and outs of the Burn deck, you've come to the right place. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and like, share, do all that fun stuff as well if you want to talk about any parts of the match. We are in round 5, we are 2-2 at the moment, with a bit of a mulligan. Free win handed to us earlier in the league, luckily by a very sportsmanlike fellow Magic player. So we're gonna try to make it worthwhile. We're not gonna squander that extra resource he gave us. And we're on the play. This hand is great. We've got 2 lands, Goblin Guide into Eidolon. Come on, let's play something like Tron, Storm. Like, no more humans, no more affinity. Something we got a good matchup against. Come on, what do we got? I don't know. I mean, we've got Skullcrack. Okay, they kept 7, so let's just see what we got. We're gonna learn what you're all about, since now you know what we're all about. GG doesn't just mean good game, it also means get got by Goblin Guide. I guess that's quadruple G. My phone is only 3G. But my get got by Goblin Guides is 4G. I was gonna say, gee, this is taking a long time to resolve. How many more G's can we throw in here? How about Jesus? It would be nice if you would pass priority back to us. That's a good one. Come on, hurry up. Grixis Sportanto. That could be like a Spanish word or something. I actually have no idea. I sort of tried to put an accent. Dismember. Ooh, okay. What are we against? Merfolk, maybe? I don't know what we're up against exactly, but I am probably okay if you just dismember the Goblin Guide. For that reason, if there's nothing else that's super juicy that's done, we are going to absolutely attack before we play this Eidolon. Although then again, taking 6 off hitting the Eidolon isn't necessarily that bad either. But we probably just want them to take 4 off the Goblin Guide and then drop the Eidolon after that. Well, and they're going to have to go to at least 17 here because of the fetch land, so I don't know what we're up against. Bloodstained Mires with Dismembers? I don't know. Could be maybe like a Hollow One deck or something. Could be like Mardu Pyromancer. Maybe they've got Dismembers for big giant threats, opposing Tarmogoyfs or something. But I feel like when you're black-red, you've got access to Fatal Push and stuff. There's already so many. There's only so many creatures that dodge that, I mean, there's only, what, maybe Gurmag Angler and Tasigur and Reality Smasher. That's about it, out of the cards that see Modern play. You gonna fetch first or no? If you want to draw a land, you fetch second. If you want to draw a spell, you fetch first. That's how it works. Frank Karsten has written an article on that before. Okay, so you got your own Gurmag Anglers. So what are you doing with Dismembers? We're gonna go to damage now. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so we're not drawing the Gurmag Angler anymore. Gotta stay on top of this revealed card zone. If there's one thing I've taught Nikachu, probably very few things, but if there's one thing, it's using the revealed card zone. He is a very good player, so I like to make sure I mention every single instance I've ever had of teaching him something. If we weren't friends, I'm sure I would be a much worse Magic player than I am, which tells you how bad I used to be. Okay, So Grixis probably, huh? Grixis Control? Grixis Delver? I don't know. Probably Control with those dismembers. Maybe we're new to the Magic Online client. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. This matchup's not so bad. I mean, again, I'm not sure exactly what version of this I'm up against, but, you know, we can race and we're ahead. We're already 5 points of life ahead. Excuse me. You know, we've got 12 points of burn in our hand, which if we can sort of try to play around the odd counter spell or something like that, I think, you know, we should be pretty golden here. Or if our opponent doesn't time out, it seems to be like, I get it. I know I'm playing burn. Okay, there we go. Fatal push. Fantastic. I don't have to grab a white source here, but this does not look like an especially fast deck. So I don't mind taking the extra 2 points just to make sure I get access to white mana. If I ever get access to white mana, and then we're going to drop the Eidolon, they'll probably have to spend 6 life, or their whole turn, and 4 life. Our opponent has disconnected. So, quickly talk about this. Yeah, so we drop the Eidolon. Next turn, we know they've got the Dismember in hand, so they're going to have to take 2 off of it if they want to hit the Eidolon with it, and they'll only have 2 mana, so they're going to have to take at least 4 and their entire turn to do it. Alternatively, you know, and they're pretty much forced to do it as well, just because, you know, if they try to go like opt into Serum Visions into something like that, like they're just going to take a ton of damage and we're not going to lose a permanent, right? So, and then we get to untap, you know, suspend some stuff, depending on what we draw. We don't want to draw Searing Blazes. Those are probably, unless they play like a Delver or something, but if they're playing like Gurmag Anglers and Tassigers and stuff, Searing Blaze is not what we want. Okay, so we get to grab our Sacred Foundry. Yes, we will pay 2. Yes, we will play Eidolon, and we will pass the turn. I guess hypothetically this could be Death Shadow or something, now that I think about it. I haven't played against Death Shadow for a while. It's actually been nice. That didn't even occur to me at first. And we got, yeah, okay, so there's maybe the answer for that. Okay. So if they go to... Are they going to go to 6? Oh, they're just going to play the Death Shadow. They're going to go to 6? Oh, that's so greedy! Like, we can't really punish them with just 2 bolts. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Or they have Teamer Battle Rage? That would be really crappy. Well, if they do, they have to cast it and go to 4, so we're just going to hold up Boros Charm and pass the turn. As far as I understand, I mean, they could play a counter spell, I suppose. So if we take this, we go to 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna block here and force you to hold on, we're gonna let this resolve first. Oh, they could have a 1-mana counterspell. Well, I mean, that's what it comes down to. They either have a 1-mana counterspell or they don't. Yeah, all right. They went all in. We made them pay for it. Excellent. So, what do we like? We like paths. We like paths quite a bit. We don't care about Lavamancer. We don't like Searing Blaze. You know, Ratchet Bomb's probably pretty good. It's kind of weak to Kolaghan's command, but it's pretty good against Death Shadows. Now that I think about it, I hadn't thought about that interaction earlier. We could do some Graveyard Hate, right? They've got Gurmag Angler. But is there anything we don't really like? I don't want to put too many things in the deck that don't deal damage to them, because I mean, you want them to kind of get low and then fire off a bunch of things like we did there, right? We just held up mana. We waited for them to go low, and then we shot them at instant speed, right? So that's kind of how that works. Now the Dismembers make sense. Yeah, I should have picked up on the Dismembers earlier, right? Of course, Death Shadow. So the Skull Cracks aren't super important. I mean, they're instant speed, 3 damage. It's not the biggest deal in the world. If anything, I think the Skull Cracks are what go. And if that's the case, what do we replace them with? I'm okay taking out that for that. No. I'll put 1 relic in. But we'll keep that. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I don't think we want to sideboard too much. Like, we've got answers to their big threats in the paths, so like I think we're pretty good there. This hand is a little dicey because it only has 1 land, but it also has 1, 2, 3, 4 different spells we can cast. And we're on the draw, so I'm okay with that. We're gonna keep this hand. They mulliganed to 6. Let's try to finish out this league. Okay, they basically got a free mulligan. Do they put on top? They put a card on the bottom and then cycled Street Wraith. And they're fetching. Are they just gonna go like hammer out a Gurmag Angler right away? I would actually really love that. Oh, Thoughtseize. Yeah, okay, sure. Can't do anything about that. What do they take though? Probably the Path, I guess. Path is probably the most useful card against them right now, if what they're trying to do is just hammer out a big creature right away. You take 1 Swift Spear, I still have 1. Like, yeah, so yeah, they take the Path. That's okay. That's not a horrible draw. So, again, I don't want to help them too much here. I kind of want them to have to do some work. Like, for example, right now, yeah, I'm not even going to attack. If you want to cast your Street Wraith, or you want to cast your Death Shadow, you gotta, there you go, you gotta take 2 life. Sure. You're going to cast a Gurmag Angler now or something? It's not out of the question. Or a Tasigur, same idea. That's a pretty bad draw. Yeah, this isn't where we want to be. But I'm not just going to throw these spells away and make it easier for them right now. So for 1 mana, we have 2 options. I'm just going to put a Swift Spear into play, and I'm going to pass the turn. I'm okay waiting until I can just hammer them for like 12 life. Won't even need to. Okay, see now they're starting to get a little cautious here. Yeah, just pass back, pass back. Lava spiking and attacking in isn't really worth it. We lose a creature and they just take 5, and then they go ham afterwards. So, what is up with my mouse? So we're just gonna hold up this path and pass the turn. Depending on what they do here, if they tap, just putting out a naked Snapcaster. Yeah, that doesn't worry me. I think I'm gonna path right here when I know that they can't counter it. It gets them a land, although I don't know how many more basics they're running. They have 2 cards in hand. Depending on what they have in hand right now, like we have a bunch of damage. I think I'm just ready to, yeah. This might be like a loose play. Maybe I'm respecting Tasigur too much, but they did a lot of work to try to get that out early. And, okay, they've got at least 1 more basic. And, yeah, they're just going down. What do they know about? I think they know... They don't know about the Ratchet Bomb and the Helix, I don't think. Sure, another Tasigur. That's fine. Attack if you want. I'm not blocking. That's a good draw. So now, yeah, now we can just start holding up mana, and this Ratchet Bomb is going to look pretty bad right now against a 6 mana permanent and even a 2 mana permanent. So yeah, I'm pretty sure what we're gonna try and do is just I mean, they've got counter magic. They can have counter magic up, but there's not much we can really do about that. I guess I'd rather get the Helix countered, because Helix puts them to 6, but Boros Charm puts them to 5. So I guess I'm going to make them use it now. Okay. That's a good draw. I wish this was a bolt, because then we could just hold things up at instant speed, but... Is that it? Oh, okay, they just had nothing. Well, there you go. That was by far the easiest Death Shadow match I've ever played in my life. It normally feels way harder than that. But, wow. Okay, so it worked out. Well, if you watch the rest of the series, a big shout out to, oh man, that's so bad that I don't remember the name. Well, here, we can check out right now. Okay, so yeah, we went 3-2 in the competitive league. This was our prize. Here, we'll check the fellow's name. Fetch land wins. It was Shadow Mirage. So Shadow Mirage is one of the good guys playing Magic out there in the community. He was pretty nice. I don't know. I feel a little weird going about that, but at the same time, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth or insult the fellow by not saying thank you. So good job to them. We managed to make this look. Yeah, I don't know. The games that looked hard looked really hard. Excuse me. And the games that looked easy looked pretty easy. Affinity went all in on a Vault Scourge. Too bad. This person went all in on a couple Tasigurs and just didn't have any counter magic or anything. Like, I don't know. They could have. I don't know why they didn't hold anything up. Like, I probably wasn't gonna just go for it. I was gonna respect their combo a little bit, or not their combo, their counter spells, and I don't know. I guess that's a lesson to anyone playing against Burn if you're watching the video. So, I'm trying to get an SNES controller or something. I'm trying to figure out. I've never played games on Steam. I've always been more of a console player. So I'm trying to find something to put on the end of these videos, the way Nikachu does. By the time this video releases, I might have put something out and you're already watching it. But if not, I do know I'm trying to put something at the end, a little bit of an Easter egg or whatever. I'm also looking at expanding into Legacy and Pauper content, perhaps, you know, just to switch things up a bit. I used to play Legacy a lot, maybe a year ago. Yeah, a year or so ago, and I was pretty familiar with things when Divining Top was in the format and stuff like that. Things have changed a lot, so I don't want to just jump in and act like I necessarily know what all the right lines are. And as well with Pauper, I think I played a league like a long time ago. Like I was playing Pauper a little bit back when like Peregrine Drake was still legal, so that was a long time ago. So I don't want to necessarily just jump in and make sort of a mess of things. So I need to do a little bit of research on that before I start making videos, but I am interested in putting out content for those two formats. So for those of you who have expressed concerns about that, don't worry, it is probably coming in the near future. So thank you for watching. You know what the heck, we'll open a treasure chest. It's the least I can do, considering it was basically gifted to me by someone. So where's our treasure chest here? We can even open these here. Or we'll open up these. These are the free things you get that I can't trade away anyway. Yes, open one. What did you give me, Magic Online, for being? Oh, that's a card. All right, we actually have to look that one up quickly. I don't know what Vampiric Tutor is worth. I know in paper it's a fair amount. I usually don't assume it's going to actually end up being anything. I should have had my phone ready to go here. So Vampiric Tutor, yeah. I recently got out of EDH. I sold my sort of competitive EDH deck because I bought it for I think $400 or so years ago, and it turns out it was now more along the lines of, you know, 1,300 or something like that. So I thought to myself, maybe I should trade that in. So I've got more of a casual deck now. Oh, this isn't. No, this isn't anything. The premium version. No, I guess because this is a treasure chest thing, this is worth somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 cents. So this is a pretty cool card. Maybe it's in response to those Legacy comments I just made. We'll open up the other one. What do we got? Noose Constrictor. I assume that is nothing as well. And let's check. Last thing. Drum roll. I won't actually do it because I don't know how sensitive this microphone will be. Collective Voyage. That looks like a big fat 0. Yeah, Join Forces. Yeah, that's not a thing. And Evolving Wilds now. And Ash Barons or something might have been nice, but oh well. Okay, cool. Well, that's been our competitive league. We went 3-2. Hopefully you enjoyed it. This has been Andrew. Day 2 Dryden, recording for Nikachu MTG. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.